So today I'm going to be showing you how I join my granny squares together. I'm going to be doing this on my sunburst granny square. So it looks like this put together on the front and on the back. It looks like this. It's not very big quite yet because I cut mine twice as long, so that I can sew it on this side and on both sides. So when I sew them, I have both the fronts facing together. So the backs look a little bit different. So on this one, this is the front of the blanket. So, and this is the front of this granny square. So I flip it around, place it on here, and since I'm right-handed, and the string is on the right, I flip it, basically just flip it to the position where the string's on the right. Can be a little bit confusing when you're first doing it. I really know that it can be. I mess up a lot. I do, unfortunately. But it really is, crochet is a forgiving craft. So I'm just going to go ahead and string this on here. And I'm going to reposition the camera. I have it like this. So there's the front right here of this granny square. Here's the front of this one, and I'm going to flip it over, lay it flat on here, and since it does start in this one, I usually will just go back through 2 loops, and sometimes I'll go through this one just so it'll be stronger. And since there are 3 chains, I don't know if you can see that, it has 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, so that this is going through the back right here. I'm going to go through the front right here, which is technically the back of the square. But I'm just going to be going through 1 loop of the V chain, of the top of the V chain. So I'm just going to go into the second one, and go into the next loop right here, go into the third one, and go into this loop right here. Just pull tight, and now you can basically just match them up. So you're gonna go like this. This one's a little bit loose because I forgot to pull it, but that's okay. It's not gonna be noticeable. And pull through here, and you're basically just gonna pull through all of these because they're gonna match up. If you're worried about not having enough yarn to get to the end, you can always try to just pull tighter on all of your loops, and hopefully you can just get to the end, because you don't have to knot it or anything. You just have to kind of go through these a little bit and just kind of secure it through the yarn to where it's going to be hard to pull out. I usually just go ahead and sew the 3 chains together at the end, just because you can always sew through these and it makes it a lot stronger together in the corner, and you don't want a bunch of little holes right there. So after you've gone through all the loops across the edge, so it's going to look like this. When you flatten it out, it looks like that. Which I like, because on the front, it looks like this. It gives it this kind of detail. If you don't like that, you can always just go through both loops. Just to fasten this off, I'm gonna work my needle into some of these double crochet, or treble crochet that are right here, I should say. So I'm just gonna go like this, and up and in here. I'm just gonna pull through right there, and put my needle down, and snip, and done. Just place a square right here, and just use this string to sew down this line and down this line. But make sure that if you do that, you need the string to go right here so that you can sew down this line. You can either have it here or in the same position that it is here, but if you put it here, you're a little bit screwed. If you put it here, you can always go back, but you have just wasted like enough yarn to go through the next one, and you could just use it to do 2 in a row. I mean, that's what I do, but it really is 100% up to you. So you don't always have to use what's attached to the square. You can always just take in a completely different string that you haven't attached to any. If you do forget, it's okay, and just bring it in and just make sure that you sew in the ends the same way that I did over here, because you're going to want everything to be secure, and you're just going to have to do that on both ends. So just make sure that if you do that, you leave enough room when you're going in, like where if you were to just go in, let me just use the bottom of this one. If you were to go in like this, make sure that you leave some room for you to sew in the end around here. Alright, so that's how you do it. So it looks sewn together like that. And in the back, it looks like that. And it doesn't take that long, actually. It takes maybe 2-3 minutes at most to do just a single line of it. If you're doing a bunch, obviously it's going to take longer. I really like it. I enjoy this blanket. I think it's very pretty and very fun and colorful, kind of indie. Thank you so much. Bye.